I've been living and loving, paying the bills, keeping things real, man, you know the deal. But when it's time for me to unwind, I gotta go someplace where the sun can shine. And there ain't no better place than out in the country. There's gold in them hills and I'm gonna find it.
Hey, welcome to Gold Fever Adventures. I'm Jack Tucker. I'm out here in the Arizona desert. I'm up here in the Granite Wash Mountains. Again, seems like I live up here a lot. I'm in this wash, found me this nice little area, and I'm going to do some dry washing. That's right, I'm going to be doing some dry washing. I'll talk to you a little bit about the dry washing. There's some folks just up ahead of me doing some dry washing as well. They got a different type of dry washer. We'll walk up there and I'll see what they're doing up there as well. But I want to thank you guys coming along and sharing on these adventures. And I'm just after a little bit of gold out here in the good old Arizona sunshine, trying to find me a little bit of gold. So anyways, thanks for coming along, guys, and let's just go see if we can get some gold. Okay, this is the Keene 151. It's a bigger dry washer. It's a bigger dry washer, and this is the bank I'm going to be taking down. You can see all the rocks in here? All these rocks. That means this is ran down through here like when it floods, and it just runs through here. This whole bank right through here. I've dug in here before, found me a little bit of color, and there's my dry wash tailings from before. People pretty well dug in here all up and down through here. Somebody did a lot of work down in there. But through the years, this wash has produced some nice gold. Now, if you've never seen how a dry washer works, let me just kind of show you this real quick. There's a cloth right here on top. And inside here, there's a fan. And on this fan, it has this counterweight. So what happens is the motor forces air up into this box and it causes this fan to spin. And that's what pushes air up in the box. And then this counterweight throws it off of balance, throws it out of center, and that's what causes this vibration and the shaking action. So that's basically a dry washer. So really what's happening, the air is being forced up into the box and it puts everything up in suspension. And then with the vibration, it helps settle that gold out. And it gets caught down in these riffles. Now, if you also noticed, these riffles are opposite, backwards from that on a sluice box. You know, where a sluice box, the water runs down and it eddies behind the riffle and gets caught. Well, on the dry washers, the heavies come down and they get caught in front of these riffles. So dry wash riffles are backwards. They're opposite the way they work. But that's simple as that. Simple little thing. Up on top, you have an half-inch classifier. And then on material, everything larger falls through there. Everything smaller falls through and goes over the tray and onto the ground. And hopefully you'll get some gold when you clean it up. Now, I only like to do about 20-minute runs because it seems like after about 20 minutes, the tray starts to fill up with a lot of your black sands, and then it becomes more heavier. And some of that finer gold will have a harder time working its way through the other material, black sands and some of your other heavies, so it'll tend to want to float on out. Dry washers are not the most efficient way to find gold, but out here in the desert, they're about the only way. Unless you want to haul water out here. And you're going to bring a lot of water to do some recirculating, and then that water just creates muck, and it's a mess. You get better gold recovery in water than you do air. So dry washers probably only have maybe 75 to 90% recovery rate. Depends how you run them. So you want to run it the most efficient way possible to get the best recovery. So I'm going to be using this dry washer. I hear them guys up above running their motor up there, so they're already doing them a little bit of dry washing. Before I get started, let's just walk up there and see them. How's that? We got a little shade set up, umbrellas. Look at that. pulling it out of the bank. He's running through a little shaker, getting rid of the bigger rocks, taking the smaller material, and then he's running it through a little dry washer. It's the same principle of that dry washer, only this one's going to run on a leaf blower. It's a little smaller. I believe that one's called the 190. That's the smaller Keene, little mini of that dry washer. But it's got the riffle tray down inside of there. They run the same, basically the same way, same principle. This is called more of a dustless, so this one will create less dust than some of your other ones, but you can still see it's putting out a little bit of dust. So it's not completely dustless, but they call it dustless. But anyway, so that's that. We'll talk to these guys a little bit later when they're not running this material. Look around, you see a lot of quartz on the ground. Lots of quartz, this whole hill. This whole place is just littered with quartz up here. It's just full of quartz. And all that's tailings right there. You can see that's all tailings. There's lots of tailings through here. Now if you look at this wash is split in two. This has created two washes right here. Somebody dug all this out. That there's all tailings right here. It's all tailings. This is the backside. This whole wash right here could all be tailings. Oh, damn. Oh, gotta watch where you step. Could all be tailings. Well, anyways, this is what I'm using right here. So I gotta pick this bank down a little bit, rake me up some material before I can run it. So let me get a picking.
I've been living just as clean as I can. I can't change what I am. Does it have to be this way? Maybe I'll change another day, and what I've been looking for will come knocking at my front door. Well, it seems like there'd be a better way, and I might think about it one day.
Now I gotta fire up my motor. Start shoveling.
Time has come to settle down and start acting right. But these habits won't give up without a good fight. All this time not thinking about what it's doing to me. It's in the moment when I turn blind. It seems like there'd be a better way, and I might think about it one day. Yeah, I'm stuck in my ways. It's hard to make things change. I've been the same since I saw my first day.
Should be wearing gloves. I just take like a rock sometimes and then I just rake it up. Push all this stuff forward like so. Then you get rid of the bigger rocks. Push all this dirt floor up there. There's a bigger rock for me. There's just big rocks. Get rid of the big rocks. I do put a screwdriver right here. Just barely going to fit through. Sometimes the material will lock up and I can just sit there and help loosen it up with the screwdriver. there is a little chute on the bottom, and what'll happen, people will tend to open, close it, all day long. Open, close it, open, close it. So instead of doing that, I just tap with the screwdriver. Makes it a little easier. Come down and you get a mouthful of dust if you're standing downwind. Some people wear masks. You can wear a mask. You probably should wear a mask for safety reasons so you're not sucking in this dust. But I never wear a mask. I never do nothing by the books. What the hell? You know, another thing, at the end of the day, you're full of dust and you got black boogers. There's one. Show you a couple things on a dry washer here. You know, on the chute, generally what happens is when you fill this all full of rocks, the bigger rocks will tend to come down first. And so you're going to open your chute to allow those big rocks to come through. Then once they all come through, then you're left with the finer stuff, and then all of a sudden it just starts gushing out. So you're almost like constantly moving your chute up and down and playing with it. So it's good just to get a nice happy medium. Like I say, then just tap the old screwdriver there to keep it flowing. Once in a while, you do have to still continue to play with that chute. Again, if you look at this end, you may look and just grab some of this. See, there's a lot of little dirt clogs in there. Well, air can't break these up like water can. So there could still be gold, them little finer pieces of gold, stuck in these dirt clogs that this dry washer is not going to break up. So that's why you tend to get better, or one of the reasons why you get better gold recovery with water than you do with air. So there could still be gold left in here, but you know what? If I'm getting 90% of it, I'm happy with that. Especially if I'm in a good gold bearing area. And also on most dry washers, in the side, the riffles right here, the back side of this riffle, is it's coming out about an 1/8 inch past that riffle should be a piece of tape, and that's a dead air space. And so what happens is once that gold gets cut in that dead air space, the air ain't going to blow it back out, so that helps retain it in there. Now, this dry washer is a bigger dry washer, so it does take a bigger motor. And on that, since it's such a bigger box, you tend to have to run this motor wide open to get plenty of air to shake this box, because it's pretty heavy. Well, cleared that down, didn't I? I moved some dirt. I moved a little bit of dirt. Moved a little bit of dirt. It's warming up. And it's dusty. Let's go see what those other guys are doing. Well, I guess we came upon them taking a break right here. Well, you guys been running dirt or what?
Yeah, making dust.
Hey, I met you guys on the other side the other day.
Yeah, how you doing today?
Man, you're all over the place out here, aren't you?
Yeah, you know, the gold is all over the place.
You guys are everywhere.
Yeah.
So what are you doing, taking a break now?
Little lunch break, eating a couple sandwiches.
Yeah?
Taking a little break.
Get some energy?
Rest a little, we're old. We're not
Yeah?
young like you.
Yeah, right. You guys are from Colorado, huh?
That's correct. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, right down here every fall. Come on, desert here and do a little prospecting.
Desert. Oh, yeah, it's probably cold up there in Colorado, huh?
Oh my God.
So look at this.
It's so to get here.
They got a shade tarp set up here. Let's see what they're doing down here. Look at this. They're moving some material, aren't they? They must be getting gold. Anybody who moves that material don't get gold. So I take it you're classifying it down to 1/4 inch before you run it. It helps run it a little bit smoother, keep everything same size. Oh, you got this little auger right here to help you move the material down. What? Oh, that's nice. And then we got a little Makita. This is 4-stroke, ain't it? It don't use mixed gas. But so this one you don't have to run full throttle to run this dry washer. But this should be the 190, I believe they call this. Little dry washer. It runs the same principle, but is more dustless. It's all contained inside the box. It's all inside there. So it keeps the dust inside. Nice, just a nice little sweet little machine. Throw it in your back of your ATV and take off and go find the gold. That must be the gold bucket right there. Ooh, baby, look at all the gold in there. Well, I guess I'll go back down to my hole down there and continue on. So you guys enjoy your lunch break, and we'll see you guys all later.
All right, thank you.
Maybe we'll check in with you later and see what kind of gold you're getting.
Sounds good.
You know, if you look right here, this is mud. So they had a recirculator set up right here. So this was run with water, just because it's a different type of a material. Different type of material, so you can tell dry wash tailings compared to if they ran mud daubs, because generally that's more harder packed on this side right here. And then they must have took this bank out right here. A lot of evidence through here, though. Diggings. Lots and lots of evidence of diggings. This whole hill. This is all tailings right here. Somebody moved a lot of material in there. Ooh, they were getting a lot of gold out of here. Well, I like to do 2 runs. I did one run a little bit longer. Now I'll do another run a little bit shorter. Just kind of clean this area up. I generally pick down as much as I want to run, and then I'll run it and see where I'm at there. So I'll finish running this here a little bit longer, and then I'm out of here. On the dry washer, you do want to be able to see your riffles, so that you want to see the water, the air coming over, the dirt as it's flowing. If it's just running flat, you're running it way too fast. You got to be able to see your riff. Don't have to necessarily see the riffles, but you want to be able to see those waves coming up and over. You know, it's doing its job. I got a pan now. Tell you what, it almost makes me want to sneeze. But now I got to get all this equipment back up there to the truck. And my hex, whatever you call them, drivers work best to take these things off and on with. But since I've got to use a screwdriver in my box, I just use it for this as well.
I've been living just as clean as I can. I can't change what I am. Does it have to be this way? Maybe I'll change.
All right, one last thing. I like to walk my area. Just make sure I didn't leave anything behind. No tools, screwdrivers, pick. Sometimes you get in a hurry and get out of here and you'll leave something. Looks good. That looks good. Everything's up to the truck. Let me go see them guys one last time over there. This is what you call a partnership. One does one thing, one does the other thing. One's digging and classifying the material. He gives it up to the other guy sitting in the shade, running it through the dry wash. Look at that. They both have their own little shade, both doing their own little business. I wonder if they share the gold at the end of the day, or if they flip a coin, who gets it. I'll have to ask them that. I got a question for you. At the end of the day, how do you know who gets the gold? You share it?
Sure.
You don't flip a coin or anything?
No.
You just divide it 50-50, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering how that worked. Okay, that's what partnerships do generally, you know, though. But dividing it, sometimes you say, well, that's the bigger piece. I want it. Well, no, I want that one. Well, I worked harder for it. I'll flip you for it. So sometimes there's still a flipping coin involved in all of this here. But anyways, they're working together nice, and they're getting them some little bit of that yellow gold. You know, it's really gorgeous out here this time of the year. Look at all them rocks somebody's thrown out on the bank right there. Man, they've done a lot of work up and through here. Old timers are all over these hills too. Been a lot of gold taken off of this area. Well, that's everything in the truck. Well, okay, I'm out of here. Going back to camp. I'll pan that out and we'll see what we got. So, hey, I'll meet you guys back to camp. All right. There's my bucket stuff right there. I like these lids, these twist lids, you know. The way if the bucket falls over, you don't spill all your stuff out. Let's come in handy. This area over here is what we call the panty tub area. Got lots of dirt in there to pan. All right, let me find the gold pan here. Guess that one will work. And we need a smaller one too. Okay, these two gold pans will work. Got about half of that in there. I could run it through some type of piece of equipment, you know, Desert Fox, a spiral pan, some type of other little cleanup. But hey, generally I can just pan it faster than run it through any of those pieces of machinery, other machinery. So I just eliminate a step and just pan this on out. So I put it in the water. Ooh, that water's kind of cold. Just reach in with your hands and you mix that all up. Mix that all up. Mix that all up. By doing that, you already helped that gold go to the bottom. And what I like to do is find where my riffles are in the front of the pan. And then you shake, 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 stratify, shake, 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 stratify, shake, 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 stratify. Always keeping it liquid, always keeping the material liquid. And tilted. Pan's always tilted and always keeping material liquid. And then just kind of slowly let water come in and pull that top layer of material out. Then you kind of drop it a little bit and always keep it tilted. Don't bring it back or you got to start all over because you're working the gold down to that bottom point right there. And then do the same thing again. There's a lot of black sands in there. That pan's kind of heavy. Shake it down again. And just keep doing that. Just keep doing that. Until it's all gone. It's less material you get. You kind of got to go a little slower. Yeah, tons of black sand in there. Wow. Tons of black sand. See, I tend to just work the front of the riffles and leave the backs alone. Because that gold will have a harder time going through that black sand. And really, with that much black sand, I probably should have used a safety pan, really, but I'm not. Okay. I'll just take that down a little bit slower there. Just there, like that. Okay, that's about good enough where I can start to take a little sneaky peek in there. Okay, let's take a little peek. Let's walk out in the sunshine. Let's see, how can I get you in there? Well, nothing big. Nothing big. I see some gold though. See the gold? There's gold in there, that's for sure. There is gold. Oops. Some fine gold. Nothing major. See the gold? Okay, so there's gold there. There's gold there. There's gold there. So what I do is put that now in the smaller pan and fill this up again. There might be enough in here to do 3 pans with. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll do 3 pans worth. Again, just reach in there, shake it. Not as much material this time around. Okay, same thing. Riffles in the front. Tilt it down a little bit. Shake and stratify, shake and stratify. See, there's always water over it. It's always liquid. Some mistakes people make panning is they'll pick it up like this and they'll start dumping the material out. Or they start looking through the pan before the material's gone. Or they'll bring it all the way back and then they got to start all over. So once you get that tilt, always keep that tilt. I can't believe the amount of black sands that's in there though. And I lose gold, so if you were to pan out my tailings, you'd find some gold, because I tend to pan a little faster than normal. That's true, can't help it, but I do. I'm anxious, I want to see what's in there. I'm anxious, I want to see what's in the pan. Okay, let's go back out in the sun. Okay. Again, nothing big. I'll see there's a piece, little piece there. Not as much as in this one. Not as much as in that one, but there's still some fine gold in there. Not as much. Okay, so let me put that into that pan and fill this back up again. There's the last of it. There's the last of it. Some people say that by driving, you bounce it all to the bottom. All the gold bounces to the bottom. Well, if that's the case, we're going to find out in here, aren't we, real soon. If that is the case, we'll find out. All the way down to just a couple tablespoons of that black sand is about all you want. All the bigger rocks, everything's gone out of the way. Okay. All right, let's go sneaky peek. Yeah, see, there's gold there. There's gold. There's gold there. Nothing big. A lot of fines. Look at all the fines. Look how fine, powdery some of that stuff is. See, that dry washer will capture that powder gold even. Wow. Nothing big, but there's gold there. Well, let's go put that in the pan all together. Okay. This one I take a safety pan and put right here. And then what I'm going to do is pan some of this black sand from everything out into that pan. But because I know there's gold in here, I just want to kind of get rid of some of the black sands in here. So I'm only going to clean out them front riffles. I'm going to save that back riffle because that's where the gold should be. Okay, I'll redo that again. do that one more time. Just bouncing the stuff out from those, basically the bottom riffles. Okay, let's go look in the sun. Wow, look at that rock. Looks like there's gold on that rock, huh? Well, you can be the judge. There's my gold. I did get gold, but you can be the judge if you think that's good or not. Well, it's not too bad gold. And keep in mind, I probably only ran for 20 minutes or something, so total runs. Guess that's not too bad. Nothing major, but hey, that is good old Arizona gold. You want to see my safety pan? There'll be gold in here too, just because of that fine gold and that black sand. That's why you always use a safety pan. But if I can show you this here. Let's see here. This is my safety pan, and I know there's gold in here. I'll see right there. There's a little bit of gold. That's why I use the safety pan. You got this black sand and this fine gold. You know, that gold can't go through that black sand when you're panning. So that's why I do that. When you get this type of fine black sand and this type of fine gold, look at that. There's some fine gold in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's quite a few little pieces in there. That's where I play with some mercury at. Yeah, I'll keep this too. Well, that wasn't too bad of gold for a little bit I ran, actually. I would have liked to have seen some little bit bigger stuff, but hey, you know what? I'll take it. It's still gold. Still gold. But anyway, we did a little bit of dry washing, and you got to see one of the other different types of dry washers work, and different people working in different spots and different locations. I have to see what they got later on, of what kind of gold that they got after they get back to camp. Yeah, they're staying here in the campground too. But anyways, I sure want to appreciate or sure thank you guys for coming along and sharing on these adventures. All my subscribers, supporters, Patreons, appreciate each and every one of you. And all you subscribers to the channel, I appreciate you being a part of the journey and subscribing to the channel. And if you're not a subscriber, I sure hope you consider subscribing to the channel. Anyways, you guys all be safe. Take care of yourselves. Remember, it's a very, very rough world out there. But hey, until our paths cross again, take care and thanks for watching. You know, I did say a while back that maybe I'll start giving away some of the gold I find when I go out on some of these journeys like this little dry washer. So maybe that little bit of gold I got, maybe I should put that in a little bag of sand and ship that on out to somebody. I think I'll give that away. That's what I think I'll do. I think I will give that away. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give it away. Let me think about that. I'm going to do that. Let me think about it. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. So I'm going to give this away to somebody. Leave me a comment. You got to be one of my subscribers. Leave me a comment in the comment section about what you thought or liked about today's video. That's all you got to do. Leave me a comment and be one of my subscribers. And then I'm going to go through there and pick those comments, and I'll probably look for something that's unique or something that's pretty cool or something like that. But I'll pick one of those. I should also probably say you got to live in the lower U.S. because I probably don't want to ship a bag of sand to a different country. That probably would cost me more than the gold in there, huh? Anyway, so be in the lower U.S. But leave me a comment of what you liked about today's video. I'll pick a winner, and I will post it the following Sunday. It'll end. So this will air on a Sunday. I'll post it the following Sunday, the winner in there. Then just contact me with your information and I'll get this out to you in the mail. But again, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.
About living and loving, paying the bills, keeping things real, man, you know the deal. But when it's time for me to unwind, I gotta go someplace where the sun can shine, and there ain't no better place than out in the country. There's gold in them hills, and I'm gonna find it. It's a sight to see. You can't believe how the